Hi, I'm Carla Marie Sato, and I'll be continuing the topic about the Treaty of Paris from Articles 12 to 17. The Treaty of Peace between the United States of America and the Kingdom of Spain, or commonly known as the Treaty of Paris, ended the Spanish-American War in December 1898. Upon signing the treaty, both parties agreed that the Kingdom of Spain will have to free the island of Cuba from its oppression and gain their independence, while the United States of America gained possession on the islands of Philippines, Puerto Rico, and Guam.
In Article 12, it deals with the judicial proceedings in the territories over in which Spain ceded her sovereignty must be done according to three rules. 1. Judgments between private individuals or in criminal matters before its date shall be deemed final, without recourse or rights of review under the Spanish law, and shall be executed in due form by competent authority in the territory within which such judgments should be carried out. 2. Civil suits between private individuals on the date mentioned be undetermined shall be prosecuted to judgment before the court in which they may then be pending or in the court that may be substituted therefor. 3. Criminal actions pending on the date mentioned before the Supreme Court of Spain against citizens of the territory, which by this treaty ceases to be Spanish, shall continue under its jurisdiction until final judgment. But such judgment having been rendered, the execution thereof shall be committed to the competent authority of the place in which the case arose. Article 13 centers on the rights of property owned by the Spaniards in the island of Cuba, Puerto Rico, Philippines, and other ceded territories, which are secured by its copyrights during the ratifications of this treaty, must continue to be respected. Spanish scientific, literary, and artistic works, which are not subversive of public order in the territories, are said to be admitted free of duty. Article 14 states that Spain has the right to build consular officers in the port places of the territories in which their sovereignty has been ceded by the present treaty. Article 15 grants the government of each country its own merchant vessels the same treatment in respect of all port charges, including entrance and clearance dues, light dues, and tonnage dues to the merchant vessels of other countries. This article, at any time, will be terminated on 6 months' notice given by either government to the other. Article 16 declares that the United States' obligations under this treaty with regards to Cuba are only applicable during the time of its occupancy. However, after its limited time of occupancy, the United States will advise any governments that have been established on the island to take on the same obligations. Lastly, Article 17 states that the signed treaty between the President of the United States and by Her Majesty the Queen Regent of Spain shall be ratified and exchanged at Washington within 6 months from the date hereof or prior.
This treaty has been duly ratified on both parts, and the ratifications of the said two governments were exchanged on the city of Washington on the 11th day of April, 1899. William McKinley, the President of the United States of America, and his 10 other witnesses, as well as Her Majesty the Queen Regent of Spain and her plenipotentiaries, has sealed the treaty to be affixed and caused the said convention be made public and therefore be observed and fulfilled. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you.